So what is up, guys? Welcome to your deck profile of the week, and the first thing we are tackling is duos. So without further ado, let's show you what the deck is all about, how you play BT until Legion drops, or if their Legion will be any good. We won't know, but I'm pretty sure we'll be reviewing it in a review shortly. All right, this hand don't look too good. It's not the best, not the brightest, but I am going turn 2. Do have a countercharger just in case, but I have no units that draw. Let's gamble. Let's gamble on this hand for victory. Obviously, I should change this. Obviously, I should. Because if I don't, then it's bad. Alright, I got Rhone, but I don't have anything else. I got Rhone, but I got nothing else. Oy vey. And there we go, whiff and heal. So keep in mind, be scared, because Lily is a nice heal check, because she's good in case you don't have your Reit. If you can't ride your Reit, and you don't ride... I guess if you don't ride Reit in general, I mean, she's not a bad backup for ride for ending games, because you can put a G2 back to your hand, call the same G2 from your deck, deck thinnings, deck winning, and you get some extra attacking in, which is very important. I swear, if I don't get this trigger, I'm cucked. And I'm cucked. Hit freaking Ray. This is... I feel so good right now. If only you saw the last game I was in, you would have been really impressed. And he calls a booster. What a top-decking a-hole. And I heal again. Okay, so I lost all my heals already at the beginning of the match. Match starts, and I'm losing. Oh, I drew another Reit. I should have trusted this hand. This hand was full of lies. This is a hand full of lies. I run one Pearl as a tech card too, actually, believe it or not, just in case I need to do some plays. With the Soul Blast, a card, and then get some cards in, so on and so forth. Oh my god. Draw trigger, it's honestly, it's golds, man. They get everything, and cross-ride base actually does hurt this deck, believe it or not, guys. So you gotta be careful of that. If you see a cross-ride base, just know you might be cut. I shunt you not. Alright, so he's sniping. Alright, here we go with the booster control bullcrap, but that's why I kept my other booster in my hand, so you didn't know I had one. He's gonna get a trigger. It's Aichi. Aichi and triggers really go together. And look at me, not checking a defense at all. Bermuda Triangle, bound by not checking anything. I have an idea, but it's going to require a lot of brain power on this one. There we go, draw trigger. Thank God. Oh, man. Wasted. Wasted. But it'll be worth it at the end of the day. I had a draw sack and complained about triggers, and now I got this crap going. So we'll return this, because again, this gives us a chance for a restand play that we need. So we're going to hold on to that for later. I actually run the Duo Toy Box because she becomes a 10k when played, and her name is a duo for the duo plays. And that's always a nice positive. Sadly, I won't be able to get more PGs because I wasted my Rhone trying to fetch a piece for later. Again, dude has plenty of intercepts. Not really shocked. It's what's the point of playing? It's this is why people leave this game, because of bullshit like this. Thanks for the heal, but I'm almost out of heals. It doesn't really help my case. Now I need a top deck of Rhone, and maybe we'll be in the game. I can just return that. I do have a break right turn. And that break right turn can actually make or break this game. So I gotta get this draw trigger in. Eek! I healed! Shit! Always have the worst luck when it comes to this, I swear. And he gets a draw trigger. Let's return this instead. I mean, there's no way he drew another BB right now. If he drew another BB, I'm going to be really pissed. Like, because this is ridiculous. No effing way he drew another BB. If he did, this is like a ridiculous game. This is ridiculous. Good. Good. So luckily I got my break right in time. Oh my god, that's an umpteenth trigger. He triggered every battle phase. It's amazing. Oh my god. Well, what was meant to be is meant to be. Couldn't even get a draw trigger just to be like, hey, how are you doing? 2 PGs. Yikes. Well, luckily this will be all the attacks on Vanguard at best, so this will still help. The only issue is I really won't have a booster at the end of the day. That's the only issue. Like, the restand play doesn't, like, go off. And that's what really sucks. No, the restand play goes off. It's just that, you know, limited. Again, he tries to hit triggers. It's, like, amazing. Counterblast 1. That way we have something to call. Because we have to call something, so. And then we'll juice it. Don't invoke. Well, thank God for that PG. Pitch these. I'm almost decked out, actually. Hopefully I draw one more PG and I live. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I really should have gave my 5,000 to that so I could have killed Alfred. Because of BB. That game. I only really loses if he plays a BB right now. Yeah, I should have killed his Alfred. Damn it! I knew this was going to backfire. I fucking knew. Actually, no. Because even if he countercharges, I still get it. Okay, good, 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 good. He's fine. He can call BB. BB doesn't hurt. Good. He could have called a BB and it wouldn't have hurt me. I have 3 PGs. Couple of this, couple of that. So obviously my main concern is if he calls a G2, I will be really pissed. I'd rather him die here and now. Please don't call a G2, for the love of God. Thank you. Oh, that would have saved him too. Holy shit. Holy fudge nugget. Holy fuck, holies. Like I said, only cross ride would ever hurt me at this point, you know? Let's swing at this. Let's swing at this. So now we'll return this. Draw a card and pray we draw a copy of her. Yes! Beautiful! Oh, never mind. Game over. I sacked my draws at the very end. Good game. So, duos. Yeah, that was intense. To do what I just did was nuts, actually. Believe it or not, I got really lucky there. The heal checks were very not helpful. But, you know, the fact that he had Ride Zenith, I'm okay with that. As long as he's not a cross-ride base, he doesn't really hurt. The only way this deck gets hurt is really by cross-ride base units. That's actually the truth. Only cross-ride base kills the deck because they can't get their nice multi-attacks in. And you need more of like the 12k units since most of the deck is all 6ks. So you gotta watch out for that too. Alrighty. A little bit better hand this time around. Okay. All we really need is PG, and we're good to go, so we can go fetch some PGs. I think the best thing I ever did with the deck was actually draw lots and lots of PGs. Alright, we're going to go search this chick out some more because Rhone can do that, but I might just use my Forerunner to add a card, pitch a card, and then go from there. But yes, that was pretty much duos in those types of predicaments where you need copies of the cards. Me draw sacking does not help. The sack actually did help because it let me restand, kind of. But at the end of the day, it was way out of budget. Not Rhone! Take a PG. Why do you do this? Let's see here. We'll draw a card here. Kind of just get our little plays up and about. He did hit a nice crit. Alright, I can countercharge, so. When it comes down to it, I got to countercharge. I don't know if he'll hit another trigger, because then I'm banking on him not hitting a trigger. Oh boy. Well, here goes nothing. Thank the Lord. We hit that trigger. Gambles, man. Ooh, if I didn't hit that trigger, we were not going to be a happy camper. There we go. We'll turn this, just to have a copy in hand. Like I said, we can Soul Blast 2 now and then countercharge, so we're good. This just helps us with a little bit on the booster support side of things. That was actually a very close call because if I didn't hit that trigger, we would have been in a really bad situation. And those are the things we always have to look out for. 2 Battle Maidens. Oh, God. That's going to be pretty heavy, I'll tell you. Okay, now I have all the boosters, which is great news, actually. But I actually need a PG. Okay, good. Woo! There's the PG. And guess who I drew? Miss Rhone, baby. Let's do this. I drew Miss Rhone, Miss Rhone. Yeah, definitely Soul Blast. Let's go, my friend. We have a job to do. Ooh, that's actually my only copy. Better not waste that. Now we can go fetch another PG, so we're not PG-less. That's fine. I was expecting to lose that on a drive check. And we'll return that. And now we get an extra PG to the hand. Thank you. The good thing is I can pitch those two 6Ks. That's actually the positive of the deck right now. Alright, so he's riding Himiko. Does he have more intercepts? Nope, Yada. And Yada. He had 2 Yadas. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, Rhone's just amazing, actually. Rhone really makes the deck. Okay, good. He's almost out of heal checks, which is great news for me, because I can profit. Draw trigger would have been great. Really would have. Okay, it looks like I have a decent game here. Alrighty. The best thing about the break right is it actually sets up lots of combo potentials, and that's what I'm always for. Because you can just use these guys as a little column attacker, and then you can do more work, etc. That's fine. We're going to do the Counterblast 1 play, return stuff. And then we're just going to play that. Now, if I do want to draw a card... Well, no, I can do her effect to Soul Blast one, but I don't need to do that yet. I can do that later. So let's countercharge one. Wait, no, wait! Oh, I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, fuck me, guys. I just fucked up the entire play. I'm stupid. Yep, I'm stupid. Up by one, though, but I'm stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I wasted the CB on accident. Yeah, don't waste CB like that on accident ever again. Learn from my mistakes in these videos. That's the most important thing, and don't do that. I totally forgot I only had 2 CB left. I forgot that cost me 2 CB. The whole point... Okay, let me explain how that was supposed to go. I was supposed to restand, keep my 2 CB, pitch those 2 cards, but when she attacks again, you can return the countercharger back to your hand, and then you kind of go about your plays again and do your thing. And then you kind of go for the big brain plays. Because I think I had a couple cards. I don't think I Soul Blast. No, I did Soul Blast, actually. Never mind. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Either way, I shouldn't have wasted the CB period. Moral of the story, don't waste the CB. Keep the 2 you need for that duo. But luckily, I always have those mates, and those peacemakers always get the job done, and I'm always happy about that. Alrighty, we got Rhone. We don't have a PG, but we got a different G2, which means we don't have to waste Rhone, which is good. Sadly, Rhone got nerfed, actually. People told me it was a Vanguard effect. That's kind of sad. But if it's Liberators, just let them have it all, right? Oh, beautiful. I can search out PGs again. So again, we got into another good situation where we're going to be able to add our PGs back to our hand and get some awesome damage in. So this is good. Honestly, I think in this video we're going to 2-2. I feel like we're going to break even, but that's the whole point of the deck. Sometimes it always tries to break even. Like, you'll have some really good games like the ones I just had versus the opponent having a very crappy game. Even though he soul charged terribly, he wasn't supposed to do that. But yeah, but he drew all of his heals, so that was good. I mean, you'll fight those types of people where you're on the opposite end, actually having the luck. So let's go. I actually like this Yarmouk, the Prism duo, because A, it becomes a 9k when you return stuff, and that is always a nice plus. That's another way to hit those cross-ride base numbers, if so needed. Man, but that game did come down to me hitting that trigger, because the fact that he got the defense was pretty bad on my end. Ooh, we are set right now, because once we get this last PG, we'll be set for the game. That's 3 PGs right there. Rhone does her thing. That's why I said Rhone really does make the deck go brrr. Really does. And then we get that extra Paijai as we look for number 4. Sad face, no Triggy. But we knocked out a PG, which is good. Apparently this is an SP, but it's not as shiny. The left one you can kind of tell because you can see the chains. It's very weird. It's very weird. Trust me. I don't understand it either. Boku no Bushin, Raido, Blaster Blade. Yeah, and soon you'll be able to Star Rain Trumpeter that crap. Yeah, he's going after my boosters because he has Cross-Ride base. Alright, so note to self, the opponent has Cross-Ride. And now can you go for a really nice solid draw trigger here. That would be best. Okay, but he's going to get that anyways. I need a draw trigger. And I got nothing. You get nothing! Oh boy. I will say I do like the Meer break, right? Because A, it actually gives you multi-attack potential and also helps this card fulfill its cost at the end of the day. Oh, look, a draw trigger. Well, I got all my PGs. I'm down in my draws. Yeah, this match is going peachy right now, huh? So swing. Yeah, that sucked. I don't like pitching my PGs if I don't have to. For some reason, for this being my one tech, it doesn't hurt you either, believe it or not, due to the fact that it returns 2 duos, so sometimes it combos with piece. If you have 3 pieces, then you kind of just countercharge 1 from all the CBing and all that. So that's always like a nice positive. More Gansalotto. 3 PGs, man. 3 of them. I can't get away with murder here. So let's see what happens. Oh, whiff and a heal does not sound good. Whiff and a heal does not sound good. And now this man's about to hit a heal and get out of the mess. You ready? Here comes a heal check. That's a shocker, actually. I'm very shocked right now. Thank God. Needed. Needed. Ugh, I do not have copies of that. Copies of that would be great. I'm not going to be able to do the thingy. I won't be able to restand, but I can get a multi-attack in. Yeah, I can definitely... No. Yeah, we can definitely shoot for a multi-attack here. If everything... Oop, almost messed that up. I don't know if I really want to even waste the CB for that, actually. Because, I mean, I might just trigger sack, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't hurt you, you know? Juice it, and then don't evoke. Alright, so I got the counter charger, so that's good. Ooh, I got a heal check, too. Honestly, this is when you go for the game. You have to. There we go. You have to go for the game. You have to. It's like in... That was the... That's where I'm like, wait. We have to go for game. This is it. We sacked. We got to what we needed. Now we go for game. Alright, that was 3 straight wins. Damn, these deck profiles go by pretty quick. If you win this straight, you know. So, let's go over the deck for you guys. If you're willing to learn some deals, let's go over it. The fact that I hit a draw sack was amazing. So, as you can kind of tell, sometimes if you get back into a corner, you will have to really... Sorry, I'm just going to flex this nice SP. I'm not simping, honestly. But it's nice to always hit like the cards for this because, A, when you pull off Reit, it's usually make it or break it. It depends where your opponent's at in the match. And since I did kind of hit that sack of triggers, I was like, wait. Oh, crap. This is it. This is the game. All I needed was one trigger to hit 2400. And we hit that thanks to the 9k booster in the back and the 10k in the front. So we were in a good position with that. That match, the last match, as you saw, was my definition of I got to go for it. This is the time to go for it. These are the openings you have to look for. Because, again, if it costs you... Because you're at 3 damage. I mean, if he does ride Zenith, yes, he would have died. And you don't know if it would have been worth it. But for that attack like that to knock out even 2 PGs is always nice. So that's what Reit brings as a restander. She's very different from the other restanders we have in this game. Some are simple, but hers is more complex to the extent you have to have 2 cards in your hand. I don't like the fact that she wasn't a break ride, cross ride number with Meer, because sometimes this can backfire without you, if you don't have, obviously, if you don't have a cross ride base, you can't really do the restand properly, so that's why you have to boost with the 5k. You're definitely going to need a booster number 1 if you're going for the restand, so you can actually pull off the combo play, so at least when she restands, she's going to gain 5,000 anyways. So it's technically like 2 16s to a 13k base if they're at last damage. Keep that in mind, the last damage does matter. But if you hit a trigger during that time, you'll be good to go, because again, you go up to 21k trying to hit an 18k unit. The break ride I did fall in love with, honestly. It's great. I love it. I love the multi-attack, and I love what it brings. It returns everything, then it calls up to 2. So that's really good because you can call up to 1 if you want, which I did. So I saved some units in my hand to attack later. So that's why I'm kind of running Toy Box here. Toy Box becomes a 10K. As much as I want to run a 9K that has an effect that returns, does this, does that, I feel like the 10K helps much more in certain situations, certain aspects, due to the fact since most of the boosters in the deck are very underage, and by underage I mean under boosting. The only good booster is this, because when you do the return, it becomes a 9K, and that's our technical 9K booster. So keep that in mind. We run 2 counterchargers. Obviously, you can justify it to 3 if you need it. But as you can tell, the countercharger definitely helps the deck a lot, since you're running the Meer, the Peacemaker, and you got Rhone being your CB units. Every time, Rhone was pretty much what made Bermuda even better, because since you can just run decks with duo PGs, you're pretty much running Rhone just to recycle your PGs at best, because you don't really need to do it any other way. So think of Rhone as drawing a Conroe when you have already 1 PG in your hand, so you can add cards. But obviously, it doesn't mean you can't run these Prisms in a Pacifica deck either, which we're going to go over later this week. So that will help you as well, since that's a 9K. Pacifica has 12K units, and Pacifica can actually run with Prism units. So with Prism units, there's more of power boosting that you'll see in the future. But anyways, yes, this Lily, she triggers way too much. But I love the card for a lot of reasons, because in case things don't go your way, she's not a bad backup ride, because you CB2, return a unit, set up an extra attack, so it's like getting 2 attacks on Vanguard. Say it's 5th damage, and you need that extra attack, this does it. Why, like Toy Box, becomes a 10K. So the 10K stays, so every time you call it, it hits those intercepts that are 10Kers. Not the 11Ks, but it will hit the 10Ks where you see fit. And those are always like important at the end of the day. So that's why, again, why I like it. This card I actually got to use maybe once or twice in a match. This card actually does help you in the sense of if you're really, really out of options, didn't draw any G3s, and this is your last hope, this card combo is great with Peace. Because if you return 2 pieces, you get to draw 2 cards for a 2 CB. And if you have just 1 in your hand, you'll get a counter charge, so it was like CB1 to draw 2. But those are very tricky odds to pull off. They're not easy. Duos is not an easy deck to play. It actually requires big brains. We have 12K unit for duos, and that's why this and that unit become one and the same. Really good for attacking magic numbers. And that's another thing that makes a deck good. If you can hit over a magic number with a certain setup, you're good to go where you don't need triggers, and you're going to win the match, which is very nice. So, with that being said, obviously you can tell I mixed my deck with dark and light, dark and light, dark and light. More darks than light because I didn't want to craft a whole set of light or craft even another one of her. It's not worth my time. But anyways, yeah, so that is your duo deck profile. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching some duo action and me coming out of those bad situations. So thanks for watching, guys. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. And I'll see y'all another time, homies. Peace out. Thanks for watching.